So now I'm going to show you another component of run, and that is to set environmental variables. This is pretty simple. Docker run -it -e for environmental variables. The name of the variable that you want to set equals its value, numpy python bash. So then I'm going to say echo hello, and you can see that that's set to world. And then just so that I can really kind of hammer home this point, I am going to set it, I'm just not going to set it at all. And then we're going to do the same thing. And there it is. So now you can see it's not set. So when we set it as docker run -it -e, okay, there we go, it's set. Docker run -it without the environmental variable, it's not set. So that's pretty clear, pretty easy. And you know, you can set this as whatever you want. So, well, let me do that. Hello world 1. Okay, and you can see that set. You can do that with anything. Quite often it's used in database images. So if you have a MySQL or a Postgres or a MongoDB database or whatever, quite often you'll see something like, I showed you this earlier, like the MySQL root password is one. And then, I don't know, I always just set it as password, which is terrible. Of course, if you ever talk to my bosses, I never do such a thing, right? But, you know, there it is, MySQL root password. And there we go. So definitely take a look if you're using any images provided by anybody else. What environmental variables do they use? What should you set? What should you change? All that kind of thing. If you had, I don't ever recommend that you do this, but I mean, presumably you could create different Conda environments within a single image, and then based on the environmental variables, spin up different Conda environments. So, I mean, you know, you could do things like that, because as you can see here, all that we had to do was just set these environmental variables. So that is it. So now you can see how you set environmental variables. It's really easy, really straightforward, really powerful. And we will move on to ports in the next lecture, which is cool because then we can actually start running things like web servers, databases, anything that communicates to the outside world through a port, we can run in Docker.